Test 1 2 3 4.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Bob. Another beautiful day. Beautifully hot, that's for sure. Well, just stay tuned. The next couple will really get your attention. Come back again, I missed that. Stay tuned. The next 2 days will really get your attention. Yeah, it's going to, that's for sure.
Test 1 2 1 2.
Hey, Dennis, you in there? Ten 17 111. He'll be right back. He just went to the little boy's room. Hey, Daryl. You'll be okay.
Audio test 1 2.
Well, that'll work. 1017. You done?
Body Dennis, you got a breaker out there. No copy on that 1017. Uh-huh.
I'm going to go out on a limb that if he didn't hear me, he ain't there.
Oh, trust me. Everybody hears you. He's just not there right now.
Where's everybody at?
We'll be starting up in a minute.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm in Reedley. I don't know where you're at. Right on the side.
That Louis? Oh, we'll make sure you get checked in, Louis. All right, you take care. You get some rest.
Yeah, I think I created a Larry.
And make sure we get Louis checked in. He's a little tired. He's going to go lay down and rest. And Mr. Bob Reedley was ringing your doorbell.
Okay. Whew, I think I lost 35 pounds.
Everything come out okay? Hey, you got the stream running?
Yeah, it's up and running.
Take a look at the header or the misprint.
Uh-oh, what'd I do? What'd I spell wrong?
27265, probably not right.
Unless you have a really wide filter, you're going to miss something there.
Yeah, because I'm listening to 2.4, and there's no noise floor or nothing. Everybody's quiet, and you probably missed that.
Well, I was thinking it might be either a misprint or a trivia contest, see if anybody can pick up on it. Well, I picked up on it.
That's right. You win the big prize. We'll announce that at the end of the net. And I appreciate that, too. Thank you.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Louis, 369, I'm not quite sure what line he is, but 41 or somewhere around there, he's not feeling very well. He needs to go lay down, so he wants early check-in.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll just do that right now so I don't forget later. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
It's out duty time.
It is. I lost track of time. I was busy trying to fix my error. Anyways, I hope everybody had a great week. Good evening. My name's Jeremy, and it looks like my mic gain might be a little high here. Ah, well, we'll roll with it. If you can hear the sound of my voice, then you are joining the Bank SSB Net. We meet here every Friday at 8 p.m. or right around there on 27.365 lower sideband. And let's see, this is a loosely directed net, and we'll work off of last week's list. By the way, I'll give a shout out now, and if he's not on yet, we'll catch him and check in. I really appreciate Dennis picking up the net last week. That's operator 920, also known as your basic Dennis. He picked up the net last week, last minute, and did a great job. And he streamed it too. If you didn't know, it was streamed. It was streamed at oldtuberadio.net, and I got to listen to it on the beaches of Pismo. So he did a great job, and we appreciate him picking that up. So without further ado, let's get this list started. Start off with operator 775, Mr. Bones.
All right, hope everything's working here. 775. Bones out here, the Ditch Banks of Biola. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Bones. Turning the SDR rainbow colors like always, and thanks for the check-in, sir. Operator 33, James up in Auberry. Try operator 744, Bullwagon.
Can we proxy him in? He's out of commission for a bit.
I'm sorry to hear that. We'll get the X in the square there, and we hope he gets everything back online with short work. Let's move to operator 458, Mule Skinner.
The Mule Skinner 458, I'm up here checking in. Hope you're all having a great week.
Thank you for checking in, and stumbling on my words already. Can't read and talk. Moving to operator 363, Stump Jumper. How about operator 1233?
Good evening, Jeremy and Annette. This is Transworld Sideband 1233. Course goal, reporting 103 degrees today.
Ooh, 133. Well, 133, 103. Gee, many Christmas. I can't talk to you. I was trying to make an adjustment there real quick. That was your high temperature up there today?
103. Did I say 133? I meant 103.
No, you probably said 103. I'm just having one of those evenings. Yeah, it was in the shop here. I don't have a thermometer outside. It was about 105 inside the shop, but it's a metal building, so. But there's more to come. Stand by. There's more to come here in the next couple days. So we hope you find a cool spot on our shade tree up there. Thanks for checking in.
Bet.
About operator 767 in Orange Cove.
Good evening, Jeremy and Nanette. 767, Orange Cove.
Thank you, Pat, for checking in. We appreciate it. Moving to operator 761, Mark. How about operator 621?
Proxy John in.
I'll get it X in the square. I thought I heard something real faint, but that was probably just the voices in my head. Thanks. We'll get them checked in. Okay, let's try operator 544, Dave.
Checking in, Jeremy.
All right, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. We got you on the list. And next at line 11 is operator 213. That is myself, your net control operator for this evening. So he gets an X in the square. And moving on to operator 920.
Hello, radio. I have to remember to look at the right screen. I've got the net going on the computer, and then I have to have the headphones for the radio. I really like the way you have it set up. And it looks like you have now a waveform. It looks from Audacity. It looks just like Audacity. I spent the last 3 hours at the radio station with Audacity, so I feel like I never went home. Anyway, no traffic. I've got info for the check-ins, but you may already have that from last week over.
You know, I did listen to it, and I was going to remember to write that down, and I didn't. I was hoping you would check in tonight to fill me in. If you wouldn't mind, I got the pin ready.
Okay, I could probably email it. I wrote it down on a scratchy piece of paper here. There's a probably easy way to do it from the Excel thing, but I didn't do that.
No, my Excel program, or my spreadsheet there was pretty basic. I hope the professional radio producer and you didn't go through and redline all the spelling errors and grammatical errors. And thankfully, I had to get corrected tonight. I was going to have people checking on 27.265. So maybe we're waiting for people to dial up here, but. Anyways, Dennis, we'll figure it out, and maybe they'll be standing by for us in the list. And again, I appreciate you picking up last week's list, picking up the net, I should say, and taking control. Sounded great, and really do appreciate the last minute there. Thank you, sir.
Okay, not a problem. I'm just looking at my notes here. I may have to go back and listen to the audio stream and follow along to see if I can make out what I wrote down. All right, 73.
Guy 73. And, I was trying to think, I'd like to get some more people, if there's times you want to run the net, and I was trying to think, people don't necessarily like giving their email addresses out on air, so I created a new one, and it's going to be really tough to remember, but if you have the hankering to take the net and want to help out once in a while, if you can shoot me an email, and it's going to be tough to remember, it's ditchbankssb@gmail.com. So all one word, ditchbankssb@gmail.com. So if any operators out there want to take the net over, and there we go, got some stuff coming in the background. But if you want to take the net over some weekend, or if you want to just play along, let me know. Send me an email, and we'd love to send you the list. So, anyways, let's get moving on. Let's go to operator 84, Jerry. How about operator 305, David in Sanger?
305, we're checking in.
All right, checking. It sounded good from Sanger, too. Looks a pretty good signal tonight. I'm not sure how it's sounding, if there's a noise level in town, but it's pretty quiet out here. We appreciate it, sir.
Check. Have a good evening.
You do the same. Let's go to operator 109. That's Crawdad. Let's head over to Madera Town. Operator 142, Mr. KP. try operator 112, Rickshaw.
112 Rickshaw, checking in.
We got you checked in. Thank you for being there, sir.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Okay, head over to Sangertown, operator 148.
Go ahead and proxy Steven.
Okay, we'll put the X in the square. And back over to Madera. That's operator 321, Mr. Jerry.
Oh, you could proxy him, man. He's up there with Sean, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Thank you for the reminder. I heard on the 10-meter net. I did hear them talking about that, and we'll get the X in the square there for Jerry. Appreciate that, Bones. Okay, let's go down. Let's see, we're on line 21 if you're following along at home. I know it's confusing. I got too many numbers in this list. We have all sorts of things to go by here. But anyways, we're on line 21 right now, and that is going to be operator 113 in Sanger. All right, let's head over to the SLU out there in Mendota, operator 54.
Hi-ho, neighbor. 54 checking in.
All right, we got the X in the square. Thank you, Dean. How about operator 449? I thought I had heard him earlier. Operator 449, Smitty. Evidently I did not, and I did hear this gentleman earlier, operator 360, Ray in Dunlap.
Go, Ray.
No, maybe I didn't get off the key quick enough. Ray, are you out there?
Yeah, Ray's in there.
Okay, heard him that time. Okay, I thought I heard him earlier, but it could be the voices in the head again. Thank you, sir. How about operator 310?
Good evening, Jeremy in the net. This is 310, Tony in Corscold. Sounding good tonight. Thank you for running the net.
All right, thanks for being there, Tony. And operator 53, that's Mr. Bel Air in Fresno. Is there a relay on, sometimes I have a tough time hearing Bob. Is there any relays out there?
He was there.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. And for Bob, number 2, operator 111.
Hello from Ridley. Boy, it's good to hear you guys. I'm hearing almost everybody at night. Take care. 111, clear.
Yeah, and you have a great signal as well. It's a good evening for radio here this evening. All right, operator 603, Joe.
Evening time to you, Jeremy. 603 out of Fresno.
All right, sounding good out here on the ditch banks of Biola. And for station identification, this is operator 213, and you are listening to the Ditch Bank SSB Net. All right, lucky number 7's next. Ed, Northeast Fresno.
Hey, 53, Bel Air. You're checked in. This is number 7 checking in, and I have no traffic. Yeah, Bob was still trying to get in there.
Oh, I didn't mean to key up over him there. If you want to, do you want to let him know that we got him checked in and we appreciate him being there?
Yep, he just came back and said thank you, so we got him in there. Good deal. Number 7 on the side.
All right, thank you, sir. And operator 559, Harold.
Yeah, this is Harold checking in.
Oh, that's a big signal. Oh, Aubrey, there we go. Okay, I forgot you're up there in Aubrey. All right, sounding good. Thank you, sir. How about operator 502, Eric? How about operator 43, Eric? Next will be operator 45, Paul. And this is an easy one to remember here, operator 1234, Tony in Corscold.
Good evening, Jeremy in the net. This is Transworld Sidebander Tony 1234, and you guys have an awesome weekend.
Thank you, and you have a great weekend up there as well. Corscold, I always wonder, is Corscold just high enough to be out of the heat, or is it kind of where that hot layer that just kind of settles in there? How are you guys doing up there?
We're doing all right. It was 103 today, but we've got an awesome Foghorn, and we just stay in the house.
All right, well, there you go. That sounds like the best plan. Just stay inside, turn the air conditioner on if it'll keep up, and play a little radio. All right, thanks for being there. How about operator 302, Mark? And the Tower of Power, operator 1017.
Well, good evening, Jeremy, and hello to all the listeners. 1017, Tower of Power out of the Tower District, waving a hand.
All right, Dennis, thanks for checking in. We got you in there, sir. And moving down now, next we're on line 37. If you're following along there, we like to keep people guessing, and that's operator 650, Rich. Okay, let's try operator 188, Snow Beast Jr.
He's in time, Jeremy. Snow Beast Jr. 188, checking in, top of the day.
Got you checked in. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Okay, how about operator 102, Phil?
Yeah, go ahead and proxy Phil in.
Get an X in the square there for Phil. Next, we'll move to operator 785, Larry. And this next gentleman, he has a proxy, but we'll call it out to make it all official. Operator 369, Louis, is checked in. And I think this would be second to last. I should have listened to that stream. I mean, I did listen to it, but I should have actually took notes. That would have made more sense. We have operator 9,999,999, M&M. Oh, now I went through all that and he wasn't there. Well, hopefully he'll make it next week. And line 43, I do apologize. I should have wrote this down when I listened to last week, and I didn't, so shame on me. If you want to go ahead now with your information, we'll get it on the list.
That's going to be Chris in Fresno.
Yeah, 241.
I'm here right now. My power just came on. What was the question?
Okay, we just thank you to the Dennises. The team Dennis helped net control out here. We have Chris, operator 241, and that is you, sir. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, we got you checked in, and that's Fresno. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, North Fresno.
All right, well, welcome to the list, and thank you for being there.
And thank you. I've made it back in time. The power's been off for the last 30 minutes, and it just came on, so I'm happy because it's getting hot. Now I can cool down.
There you go. Perfect time. Perfect time to check in and perfect time to get the AC back going. All right. Line number 44, I believe, is empty and open. And if you're just now joining us, thank you for listening in. And you might as well get on the list, too. So we're taking any additional check-ins. Please come now.
Station.
Please, go ahead, station.
Late check-in, number 39.
Okay, that's operator 102, Phil. Got the, I believe, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got the X in the square. Thank you, sir. And since he reminded me, we should probably ask if there's any late or missed members first before we move on to new check-ins. Is there any other late or missed members?
Yes, there is. 761. Oh, Jerry.
761. Let me scroll back up here, and we'll get the X in the square. That's Mark up there in Prather. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Did we get Larry proxied in?
We did not, but I can do that right now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, got it. Is there any other late or missed members? All right. Is there any additional check-ins? Like I said, if you're just now joining us, don't be bashful. There's plenty of people out there. Somebody will hear you, and they can relay it to me. Please go ahead now with your sideband number or handle or however you prefer to do it.
Station.
Yeah, go ahead, station.
You got 223. First person's Chris out here in Madeira.
All right. Well, welcome to the list, Chris. We have operator 223 in Madeira, 223 being a great number, great caliber as well, over there in Madeira. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Okay, is there any additional check-ins? All right, if you're just now joining us, if this is your first time listening in, you can find the stream. There is a stream on YouTube. If you search the Bank SSB Net, hope in the Google search toolbar there, you should be able to pull up the net. It will be posted after the net's over, so if you want to go back and listen to audio. And I will also leave it up and running after the net's over if you want to get on there and test the audio or try something new and see how it sounds or crank some knobs and see what it does. It will be there for your using. Is there any items of interest, items for sale, or anything else for the net? Please go ahead now. Is there any other information for the net?
Station.
Go ahead, Mr. Dennis.
Yeah, if I can put it out there, I am looking for a crank-up tower. Not too particular on height, preferably 35, 40 feet or above, but if anybody comes across one and wants to let go of one, please let me know.
Okay, that was 1017 there. If you didn't recognize the smooth audio, he's looking for crank-up tower, 35, 40 feet. I guess guide, unguide, any specific requirements there, Dennis?
No, I'm not picky.
All right. Well, I happen to know a guy that has a lightweight. It'd be a guide tower. It's gonna need a little paint, gonna need a little work, but I have one sitting out here. So yeah, if you wanna, well, I said my email earlier, so that's pretty easy. It's ditchbankssb at Gmail. If you want to shoot me an email with yours on it, I can send you some pictures of it. It might be a little bit more work than what you're looking for, but I do have one sitting out here.
It is a crank up?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a crank up, and it's 54 foot.
Consider it sold, and I will email you.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you, email me. You're definitely number one, but you want to take some pictures. It's straight. It's all there, but it needs a coat of paint. And but yeah, so yeah, send me an email, and we'll go from there.
You say it's good, and if it needs paint, yeah, I'm ready to paint. So yeah, I'll get in touch with you.
Roger. Okay. Well, I'm going to take. I made some notes there that you're looking for a crank up, but you might have found one. So, okay. Is there any other information for the net? All right. With that, we're going to close her down. And hey, I hope everybody had a great week. Again, thank you to Dennis last week for picking up the net. And he was able to get me checked in too, so that was great. And I hope everybody has a great weekend and a great upcoming week. And the people I don't hear tomorrow, Saturday, we'll catch you next Friday. And take care. 73. Net is now closed down. 2020, 8:20. Perfect timing.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy.
And I'm going to step out of the office here real quick, but it's going to be up here if you guys want to play around with the stream for a little bit before I shut it down. More than welcome to.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy, for supplying all this.
Uh-oh, looks like I missed it.
So the Tower of Power is going to have a tower with power.
Finally, I might get a little respect around here. I know, huh?
That only happens after 200 feet.
Yeah. Hell, I thought I did good getting a penetrator at 90 feet.
That's pretty good.
By the way, Ultimate Dennis, you are sounding excellent out there.
All right, I can't make enough smoke to get into his receiver. In fact, I'm right now and seeing where I am on the altimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Does this thing sound off frequency? How about it? Is this radio off frequency?
No, you're okay.
Sounds good here.
Yeah, if I don't move my clarifier, you sound like alien.
Well, it's transmitting on frequency. I don't know about its receive.
Gotcha. All right, guess I'm late anyways. Catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's supposed to help with the pain, but I guess that's the way it goes.
Well, there you go.
And there you go.
Yes, we are enjoying our peace and quiet, though, from Baby and the hustle and bustle of all of
You
the
look
kids.
really good on the audio tape.
Yeah, he looks beautiful.
Yes, we get the whole house for 2 whole days.
Oh, well,
Sunday,
that's nice.
Monday, I think the kids will be
I'm looking,
back.
you've got a secondary one that shows the frequencies. You are, however you got it dialed up, you are like flat. You fill the whole thing up with no massive peaks anywhere. It's just flat and dead.
That's the way we like it. Well, just like our women flat. Oh, wait a minute.
Fat, dumb, and happy.
Well, thank you for that. Good to hear you guys. I don't normally, I just listen mainly, and so I thought I'd key up tonight and give her a proper
the good old radio
on a Friday night. John here, 454. Yeah, I've been listening to you for a long time. I just never key up.
Yeah, did you notice that one little mountain you have off to the right?
No, I hadn't really. Well, I guess I could. Yeah, a little
down
bit.
in the southbound.
See it right there, just sticking up there.
Tacoma, I would say Lacey area. So
There's a QSO going on out there.
I do, and I do.
Well, forgive us.
Yeah, that's just the radio though, just eavesdropping all the time, and so that I think that's fair. So that's why I'm checking in. So you kind of learn.
A little bit of DX coming in, sounds like.
Definitely some voices in the background.
I believe we got scolded.
Scolded? Terrible.
Hey, Bones, is that local?
I don't think so, because they came in really good, and now they have faded out.
You're coming in here very well. Sounds great. Right on freak.
I have been redeemed.
Hey, Menace.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Particular time for the
Let
morning
me shut off now,
whatever?
because I'll keep rambling.
What works
You guys
for you?
in a coma.
Want to go for early?
I thought you didn't like early.
Well, I got a few things I want to do in the afternoon.
Well, what do you call early?
Well, 8, 9 o'clock.
Wow. Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah, we'll do 9.
So you
That sounds better.
like Daryl.
Yeah, tomorrow our great-granddaughter's birthday party.
Yeah, so those
around
are all my
noon or so.
pals from back in the day.
If I make it, I make it. If not, I'll have you drive me over
We
there.
were just talking about that on 40, and I thought,
Sounds good.
and then I thought I'd just scroll down.
Anyway,
So,
and
303 Bob and Frank 520 and Daryl and
blow anything out.
so on and so forth.
Okay,
Those
yeah.
are all
I'll give you a
my old
jingle
radio
before I
pals.
head out.
All right, sounds good. I'll be standing by and listening now.
See you.
None of those are.
And more tomorrow.
That's the dinosaur in us. Yeah, that's giving our age away. But
I think that'd be excellent. Loud. I think he's in Vancouver. I recognize his voice, I believe.
Usually up on my beam, and so, you know, it's very directional and shuts
off. Yeah, it sounds like 178 in Vancouver.
South sound.
Yeah, that's it.
North or, you know, east, or I should say north of me, so I got to put it on the ground.
For some reason, that direction does seem to come in.
It's been a long time since I have, and
I've talked to him on 10 meters, 11 meters, I think 20 meters, too.
Yeah, he's got a nice station. He's got a big delta loop hanging in the tree.
But everybody knows they sound great. And,
what is that one?
I ran a 40-meter delta loop.
Have a wonderful weekend there, John. You join us some other time again. You're welcome.
Works really well.
Delta loop's a good antenna.
Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with the delta loop.
I think depending where you feed it, it's vertical or horizontal. I thought about doing one here, but I need to feed it vertically.
Yeah, no, I just run a 135-foot doublet.
That's the perfect HOA antenna.
The good old doublet.
That gets you just about everywhere.
Hi, laddie, I'm running the doublet.
And it works on all the bands. Well, I don't do 160.
Well, isn't there a trick for that? You take part of the detached one, run one side of it or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, you know, if I was running the 160, I'd probably have to do something like that. But no, with the 135-foot, if I run it diagonally across the property, I can just run it over the top of the house and, you know, a basic dipole configuration. But the SWRs definitely change when it gets wet.
Are you running, what am I trying to say? Not coax?
No, I'm running the 300 ohm ladder line.
Okay, yeah, to get multi-bands, I think you got to do something like that.
Yeah, the 300, man, it's nice and thick. It's easy to work with, much easier than the 450. And it seems to work just about as well. I can't tell any difference between the two.
And cheaper, too. That's the best part.
The moisture, the water thing may have a difference. I don't know. You know, when it rains, it may not, the 450 or 600 might not be affected as much.
Well, the 450 is still affected. I'm not sure about 600, but that would be really, really big.
Yeah, it's kind of wide.
Yeah, and the 300 is nice and small. It's manageable. I'm only running 500 watts, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I've got one in the box. I've got one in the box that I'm waiting to put up at some point.
Yeah, I just ran across a nice little deal, so I've got some nice USA-made jam-type tubes for the 811 coming.
You know, 400, there's 100 watts in a wire. 400 watts in a wire is even better.
Well, yeah, it peaks about 6. I keep it peaking around 5. I never run it that hard, and even these Chinese tubes that it came with are okay. So I know the American-made tubes are going to do a great job. And then we'll have a set of standbys, too.
Yeah, massive RF, no rating. All right, I'm liking the scope. I'm going to try something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Seems different.
Yeah, I wish that waveform was a little bit more real time. Of course, the stream isn't real time either, but I've been playing around with Audacity quite a bit. It's kind of a fun program. It's easy to use too. I like it.
It's easy and it's free. Actually, the delay is kind of good. It gives you that little 6-second where you can say something, then take the headphones off and watch the stream back. Yeah, I just spent 3 hours. We did a local radio show, and I had to do some editing, cut out a bunch of mistakes, and this waveform looks very familiar.
Yeah, and it's great. Like I said, to cut and clip or insert, just drag the cursor across the screen, right-click it, and it's gone. It works out really good.
Is that part of, how do you get it on the display screen? Is that part of the, whatever your thing is, your XDR?
No, I'm just running audio into the mic jack. That's coming off the mic on the computer. I hit all the tools on here, but it's just taken off the mic input, and then of course it just screen captured it for the stream.
Okay, because I know your audio looks really good, and then you can tell the radio stuff sometimes is a little bit more compressed, probably just coming in from the radio, but your stuff looks really good.
Yeah, and it depends obviously on the signal. When Bones gets on there, it's pretty solid, and then if somebody's out kind of in the distance, you don't get a real, I guess, accurate depiction of what it looks like. But I was just trying to find something new to put on there. I downloaded that Orban meter that you had suggested, and I was going to set it on there, but I had Audacity. Last week I was going to mess with it, so I was like, I'll do that this week. I think every week I'm just going to try to find something new, something interesting.
Yeah, well, see, it gives true audio, though. When Bones is on, he's just tearing up everything, but his audio is still there, and it actually doesn't, even though he seems louder, you look at the audio screen and he's more compressed and because the radio is back and everything off. You're not going through the radio. Your audio is direct. That's why it looks the way it does. And the Orban meter is good for kind of on your end to set things up to pick one of the levels, and you can kind of make sure that everything is close to where it should be. So once I found that, it's like I love it a lot better than a BU meter because there's all sorts of different ways to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, and I don't have all the rack gear and stuff you have too. I still have to set up about 3 different deals, but I'm sure you have a considerable amount more to adjust.
Well, I've got too much in line, and this adds problems, but my main thing is, and like you're doing with streaming, I try to make my levels and the radio levels, the receive radio levels, as close as possible in audio gain, so when you're listening to it back, and you've done a really good job of that, so you don't sound like the voice of God against the radio stuff. It's annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of a balance. I wait 10:17 if Dennis is still on. I actually wait till he talks because he's a good kind of a base point, and I set my level on I guess it'd be the last part of it before the stream. I set it on his just right below the kind of the red marks, and then I adjust my audio into it, and usually kind of try to balance it off his. But you got to be careful too, because otherwise you jam people depending on the signal to noise level. I don't want to give somebody where they're listening to S5 static, and then the audio is only a little bit louder when people transmit it, because hopefully it doesn't sound like that, because that would get annoying to me.
Well, it sounds good. That's where the Orban meter comes in. It's got the LKFS. That's the thing in the box. It's got the minus number. So that's I always use Ed and Dennis or somebody like that. And you know the stations that are loud and the stations that are medium and the stations that are low. So if you're putting yourself at like a minus 20 or minus 18, then you can look at the receive coming in and pretty much dial the station that's the set point about that same level, minus 18, and you're going to have people above that and below that, but then you'd be pretty close.
Yeah, and I'm actually at minus 14 right now with radio audio, and then I'm a little lower than that myself, but it seems like tonight in my ears it sounds louder, so I don't know, maybe that's just me. I got the monitoring audio higher than what it should be, so I don't know. I'm not, this is all new to me, so it's kind of one of those things where Playing around, something new.
Yeah, I don't have SDR, but that's why I have to run the RF gain up to get rid of the static noise floor. So when people see the S meter, it's always sitting there at F6 or F7, so I back the RF gain off to get rid of the noise floor on the audio stream, trying not to make it drive people nuts. Plus, I run the receive. I don't do much processing on the receive audio at all, but I do run it through a noise gate, and sometimes you can hear it if somebody's talking, when they stop talking, the noise will sort of back out. But that helps when they're talking. Just a really slight noise gate, and so I don't know. They're probably time wasted. Anyway, your setup is working really well. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, well, good. Well, thank you. Yeah, I actually have. I wonder if I should. I don't know if I want to add more stuff. I have it. It's MFJ. You know, some people really get on MFJ. It's mighty fine junk, but. They have a audio processor with noise gate and stuff on it. I thought about putting that in line. That would definitely give me more adjustability, but then I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm close enough now. I already can barely remember how to set what I got now, so maybe I should just leave it alone.
Yeah, you have to be real careful with the noise gate. If you've got a lot of noise, it cuts the noise out, but it's real non-transparent. And I had like a radio station throwaway, so it's a pretty high-end unit, and it works okay for what I want to do with it.
You know, Dennis, speaking of which, since I'm getting rid of some stuff around here, hopefully if that works out for Dennis, that tower looks good. I have something else you might be interested in. I got a bunch of stuff out of an airplane hangar here like 6-7 months ago. But anyways, one of the items was an old... I don't, forgive me, I don't know if it's the correct term, but like a DJ console, but like what the DJ would have in the radio booth kind of deal. It's big and it's old, and you know, I don't know if that's something you would want. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. It might, if that's something you're like, oh, you know, I just don't need any more stuff, or you might be like, yeah. But anyways, I would gladly drop it off. Free of charge my next trip into town if it's something you might be interested in.
Yeah, I'll have to see. Some of the issues with those is they get abandoned because they have a lot of switches and knobs and pots, and they start going bad and they get crackling. You have to pull the whole thing apart and try and make it work. But sometimes if it's part of it, there may be another piece, like a power supply or a matrix console that goes with it. So you've got the console, but you can't make it work because there's another piece that goes with it. But it sounds interesting. You should have it just for when you take the photo off of the SSB Ditch Bank station. That should be on the table somewhere, even if you're not using it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, photo op. My shack, I'll just say it looks like a tweaker shack. I've taken up working on TVs, which I don't really know why. And I have TV parts laying everywhere. It's a real mess right now. I don't know. It's pretty embarrassing. That's why on my QRZ page or on the Ditch Bank, you don't see any. There's no live streaming coming from my shack because it is pretty embarrassing.
Okay, I got to check something. I'm going to stop talking. I want to check something because the scope is running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just taking my audio level down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that probably can't turn, but I want to see what it looks like on the scope. Over.
Tweaker shack? Yeah, you know my tweaker shack, Jeremy. Come on now.
Yeah, mine's pretty bad. I ended up getting the transistors and stuff for that power supply board for that big screen TV and put it back together, and now I have a new code popping up. So I think that I don't know how much more time I'm going to put into it. Kind of a bummer. So.
Oh, might have to cut your losses.
Yeah, that's what I told my wife. I got 20 some with the shipping and everything. I think I'm at $22. And I told her, I said, I thinking 30 is the limit. She's like, what's a 50-inch TV? I said, yeah, but, you know, you start putting more than $30 in it, just might not be worth it.
my garage door there, I'm getting bombed by some kind of little black-looking bug. So, anyway.
Huh, seeing things, huh?
Yeah, they're getting in my COVID hair. I got my COVID hair is kind of long, so it gets all tangled up.
So, working tomorrow. Well, you're a working man. I'm supposed to work tomorrow too, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Ron, I'm going to steal that.
Go ahead, Dennis. It's all yours.
No, I'm telling Ron I'm going to steal his COVID hair. That's exactly what I've got going.
Well, that's my excuse for not wanting to get it cut or letting anybody cut it, or just excuse to keep it growing long because it's all going to fall out eventually, you know.
Yeah, I just looked at the picture of me from 1979 and I realized my hair is longer today now than it was back, when I wanted to be a hippie.
Yeah, I've always had long hair, and everybody's always told me how bad it looks, and I think that's why I keep it long.
COVID hair.
I have a COVID beard.
Yeah, second on the COVID beard. That's what I'm sporting.
Yeah, Jeremy, you definitely have a COVID beard.
You got the COVID beard going on there, Jeremy?
Yeah, I guess I don't know if I'm just lazy or what, but I usually shave around my birthday. It's in March, and I'll stay clean shaven for a month or two, and then I just stop until next March, and so that's where we're at.
So every March, you're a new man.
Yeah, and everybody always says, "Gosh, you look so much younger. Why don't you just leave that thing off and all this?" And to me, it's like every time I shave it, I look older. It's like every time I shave, there's a new wrinkle, new line, and just ages a little bit more every year.
The sun hits it just right. I call it the window of reality, and I cannot stand walking by it.
That's right. Hey, Dean, I think, were you on AM there? That was operator 54 there in Kermit. I think it was AM, though. I'm on the sideband radio. I can't, I don't know. Do you want to, Bones there, if you want to roll over to, I think you must want to do an AM check or something.
I do not have that radio plugged in, and I'd have to reset a bunch of stuff here.
That's kind of where I'm at. Once I get it set, I'm kind of lazy. And I think tomorrow we're going to fire up the Lafayette. We're going to fire up the old ComSat Lafayette and see if she'll work for me tomorrow for old tube radio.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I found out I had had a little bit too much on my radio here, I guess. So, I don't know. I might even sound a little bit cleaner.
A little bit. You were coming in a little hot before. You forgot to turn that one little knob down, huh?
Yeah, I forgot to turn that old radio knob down. How about that? And I had it all set. I guess it went back to the original wide open setting.
Did you take an IMD measurement on there?
Oh, man. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. Anyway, I guess, well, heck, I didn't blow nothing up, so I'm still doing good.
Oh, those poor tubes.
Well, they're probably cheaper than them other big ones.
Oh, yeah, I would think so. Everything seems to be kind of expensive. I don't know what, I'm not sure what it said 811s cost now.
It's over $1,000 now.
Oh, is it that much?
Yeah, when I got mine, they were about 800.
Wow. Yeah, I guess I'm really out of touch with that then.
Yeah, I got mine used, so I only paid $500 for it.
Hey, there you go. I've bought every tube I have. Yeah, I can honestly say every tube I have sitting in my shack right now I've bought and used. I have three 8877s here that I all bought used at prices I thought I was going to get hosed on, and thankfully they all had plenty of life left in them, and that was just fine with me.
Yeah, I just recently ran across some new old stock 811s and bought them all up.
Yeah, good deal. And, those are, you take care of them. They last you a long time.
Well, the ones that I got in there originally, they're
right.
Well, there you go. I've been running these tubes for over 10 years, and there's no really depreciation in the how much what they're putting out. So, man, that's even with Chinese tubes. But I wanted to have the USA made stuff.
Yeah, that's hard to find too now.
Well, I bought 6. I only need 3. Heck, I may sell the other 3.
You might want to hold on to them. They might. That's probably going to do better than the value of a dollar bill probably right now. I only see the value of the dollar going down.
That's probably true. They'll probably hold their value better than the dollar. That's for sure.
You can invest in gold or invest in silver or invest in vacuum tubes.
That may be an idea.
Well, if nobody else is using that stream, I think I'm going to shut that off.
Hey, well, thanks for putting the stream up.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked. I actually tried to use a little bit less latency this time. I think what I narrowed it down to, the internet does really stink out here where I'm at, but and this is going to sound goofy, and if you guys are better at computers than I am, I think my GPU was actually struggling. I pulled up the performance tab, and I was